What's up, YouTube? So once again, it's Anthony Fallon, Tone Setter Sports Channel. I'm on the job right now, about to get that pay. But figured I'd drop in, talk to y'all for a minute. Guess I kind of want to say, in the market sense, talking about the Cowboys and current situation, the contract issues, all of that, how sports media hyping that shit up. Volatility is good. And when you talk about the market, you want the market to go up and down, you know what I'm saying? Because it's going down, it's going to come back up. When it comes up, it's going to go down. When it goes across, when it's trending, that's the gravy, you know what I'm saying? So right now we're trending, and we're trending upwards, but it's kind of, it's kind of coming down a little bit with the spewing of the contracts, especially with Zeke and all of this. So I'm saying that to say this is because, in a sense, this can be real good because, they always trying to put, Dak and Zeke together. They wanted, Dak can't make it without Zeke, you know what I'm saying? And I say Zeke can't make it without Dak either, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't just put any quarterback back behind that offensive line, and that's been proven already. Going back to the time that Tony Romo got hurt, and we went 1-15, you know what I'm saying? So I'm saying this because what if we did, just hypothetically saying, it's all speculation, but the possibility is very real. That is the reality, that we might not have Zeke for the first few games, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe the whole season if the contract isn't right. So, because he doesn't want an extension, he wants a new deal. So all of that everything has to be hashed out, before he even gets back on the field. And he stands by that, and he kind of, his camp kind of confirmed that's what it's going to be. So, this can kind of set, like this saying, in speculative sense, that we don't have Zeke, and there's room for growth, because eventually the Cowboys team is going to have to transition over to the quarterback, where the quarterback is, hold on. Well, Dak is already that. He's already that leader, that steady hand, that calming force, shows up in the fourth quarter, all of that. But what I'm trying to say, where Dak can really put the team on his back, you know what I'm saying? And then we can separate the talks of the fact that Dak can run the team without Zeke. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Zeke. I'm not even gonna get into all of that. You know what I'm saying, for real, because I done talked about it in my last, 2 or 3 videos or whatnot about this whole dispute, and you just have to go back and watch all of that. So we already know, how important Zeke is. So that's not the problem. I mean, we already know that, hands down. But in the meantime, we will have to go. The team will have to move on without him throughout the season if he's not going to be there. So we just can't be stymied by that. And that's the reason why we have been drafting so well, is that even if we lose a high caliber player, that the player might not be able to might not be on the same plateau, as same as Zeke or whatnot, but yet he gets the job done. So therefore, everything eventually is going to have to transition over to the quarterback being presumed not just the leader, but the best player on the team. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, because of course we want best players in every position. defensive line, offensive line, wide receiver, linebackers. You know, the secondary. You know, you want two strong corners, strong nickel. Yeah, etc. You know what I'm getting at. So, so that's why I really wanted to just talk about that and just kind of gloss over everything, and and that everything's gonna be all right, man. You know what I'm saying? I still like the team and the way the team is going, the way the team has been built. You know what I'm saying? These last couple of years with all the draft picks or whatnot. So why even worry? There's no need to. Um, you know, even if we have Zeke, things can still backfire because nothing's guaranteed. That's why I say let's just cut out the two Super Bowl talks and stuff like that. Right now, let's just build some team chemistry. You know what I'm saying? With the possibility of not playing without Zeke, so we got to get these young running backs ready. You know what I'm saying? We got to get this team ready to play the first preseason game, and let's build from there. And then as we go into the regular season, we just have to be ready to play. Y'all got to excuse me. I'm at the airport, man. I'm sitting here in the parking lot, doing my thing. So yeah, that's all we got to do, man. Is just worry about that, because that is looking to be a strong possibility. Now, I think that we'll have Zeke. We'll have a new deal for him probably by the first game of the season. They're gonna want to get it done. And, what would be funny, right? If it kind of go back to '93 when Emmitt Smith held out for those, and we went 2-0, and then all of a sudden they signed Zeke. See, that's the thing. See, I can't help but to look at things from a duality perspective, because that's the way my mind operates from both sides. You know what I'm saying? Both sides of things, left and right. Things is what it is, and the things that we might not see is like, if it happened like that, like, have they been setting us up for the narrative the whole time? You know what I'm saying? Then we go on the magical carpet ride and we end up in the Super Bowl and shit like that. So it's like, that, you know how I feel about these games and shit sometimes. So I mean, it'll just be funny if the storyline plays out just like that. And they might switch it up. It might not be 2 games. It might be like 1 game, and then he get his deal. So yeah, I'm just bored right now, man. But I also wanted to talk about this from earlier. So I'm gonna get off because I know that my time is winding down, and it's gonna be time for me to get ready to roll, and finish making some money for the day, for the night, should I say, to the early morning. And then to bring it on in, I might try. I mean, if I come up with something else, trying to think of how I'm really going to title this particular video, and it might be something. I mean, I want to go. Volatility can be a good thing. Room for growth. But basically, the strong point of this thought of mine, opinion or whatnot, is just the fact that this could really be a good opportunity to separate Zeke and Zach, and I think that's how I'm going to title it. Because eventually it's going to have to transition over to the quarterback, presumably being the best player. So yes, but I'll talk to y'all later. This is Anthony Fallon, Tone Setter Sports. Peace. I'm out.